The question that I'm going to answer this week actually came from two different people, but they asked pretty similar questions, so I'm just going to answer them both. The first one is, do you get scared when you perform? And then the one that was similar to that, what gave you the confidence to sing in front of people and express your innermost feelings? Do I get scared performing? I don't really get scared anymore. I used to. My dad still has videotapes of the very first open mic night that I ever did. Oh, it was so uncomfortable. Getting the courage to actually go do that was a huge hurdle for me. So yeah, I used to be really, really afraid. Now I'm like, I don't care if I mess up, because the experience of making mistakes made making mistakes not scary. And I hope that makes sense, because it makes sense up here. As I kept performing, mistakes happened, either like forgetting lyrics, forgetting a chord progression, your voice cracking, your guitar string breaking. I have had trouble with one of my acoustic electric guitars, so having the guitar go out in the middle of the song, being heckled, and still, you know, keep your composure and everything. So all of that experience is what made me not afraid. And so that ties in with the what gave you the confidence to sing in front of people. Experience. Just put like a disclaimer in here that there are instances where I still don't like singing in front of people, and it's the darndest thing. I can't do karaoke. It just, oh my gosh, no. And it just, the feelings. The studio, I still get nervous singing in the studio, which I have been in the studio recently. Of all the places to make a mistake, the studio is the place to make a mistake, because you can literally delete it. I think it's because I don't want to disappoint other people, and so like the people that are in the studio with me, I don't want to waste their time or suck, and so I'm just like singing in the car to the radio. I feel like there's expectations that you're gonna sing well, and then like you don't always want to sing well, and sometimes you just naturally don't sing well. So and then the other weird thing that I have, if we're having a conversation about a song and you don't remember how the song goes and you're like, oh yeah, like sing a little bit of it for me, I will panic. I don't like it. It's the simplest thing. It's like a split second, but it makes me so nervous. So if we are having a conversation and you don't remember how a song goes, just look it up. Expectations and comfort level. The more comfortable I am around a person, the more comfortable I am not being good at things. But those are the weird things with singing in front of people, where I still get nervous and anxious and apprehensive and oh man. No. But experience has helped me get over my fear of performing, because I used to be, the way that I am with all those weird quirky things is the way that I used to be with performing, where I just would get really, really nervous and not want to do it. But the other part of your question that I wanted to touch on, because I love this part of the question, it says, what gave you the confidence to sing in front of people and express your innermost feelings? I was kind of stupid when I first started performing, because not only was I tackling the hurdle of performing in front of people, I was tackling the hurdle of performing songs that I had written, which when you write a song, it's kind of like your diary, and it's kind of like, hey guys, come listen to everything that I have felt and experienced ever, even though I don't know you. So that also came down to experience. But that's still a scary thing when you're going to perform that song, especially, and I've had this happen several times, when the person that you have written the song about is in the audience, 5 feet away from you, staring at you, and you're like, But you know what's really cool, and I will tell you this, as you start performing more and more and sharing your innermost feelings more and more, you'll have people that will relate to your songs, and that will come up and tell you that they have related to your songs, and that is the coolest feeling ever, because it's like, whoa, other people have felt what I felt. That's awesome. If you are a singer or a performer of any kind and you want to do this and you're scared of it, I would just say go for it. Even though you're scared, there are a lot of supportive people out there that will help you to get over your fear. There are also some mean people, but don't listen to them. Don't listen to the mean people. I still have mean people comment and say mean things, but I promise you, you will find people that will be supportive and that will think it's so cool what you're doing and will be there for you. And I'll be there for you. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Making mistakes and quote unquote failing or not living up to expectations is what gave me the confidence to do this. And I've had a lot of things go wrong, but I've had a lot of things go right. And so both of those things, the things that go wrong, helped me build confidence because I wasn't scared of things going wrong. And then the things that went right helped me build confidence because it was sort of just affirmation that I can do this and that this is something that I want to pursue. I can perform now in almost any setting in front of almost anyone and not be nervous. As long as it's not in the car, in the studio, in a casual setting where you're asking me how to sing a song, or at karaoke, then I will be a-okay singing for you and performing and expressing my innermost feelings. Yep, that's the answer. Experience and making mistakes. Yeah, and it will probably help you if you're not as weird as me with those things. We'll get there. We'll get there someday. Not today. No karaoke. So I hope that answered your question, and thank you for your questions, and experience and mistakes. Basically, just life. Don't forget to love yourself.